Darvin, where did you see things turn in that first quarter? I guess it started, but then you got back into it a little bit before they made the bigger push. What did you think the difference was?
I think we just gave them too much early. We talked about shifting, showing them bodies. Coming into the game, the last 10 games, they're #1 points in the paint. We're also 29th in assists. So the biggest thing for us was, trying to be great on the ball and have a ton of support behind that initial on-ball defender. And I think we gave them too much early in transition, easy drives, drop-offs. And the team gets a rhythm like that, gets their confidence, and next thing you know, everything starts going in for them. They threw in some threes early. But, yeah, they had too much access to our paint.
I think it was a 9-1 offensive rebound advantage for them in the first half. Is that along the lines of
yes,
that?
Absolutely. We have to finish possessions. We got to defend. It's no other way. There's no shortcuts. There's nothing like that. We got to play defense consistently, night in and night out. Again, be great in transition. Be great on the ball. Give that on-ball defender, once again, a lot of support with our shifts and activities, and we got to close teams out of possessions without giving them multiple looks at it. Everybody game rebounding, holding them to one possession, not giving up offensive rebounds, multiple offensive rebounds, and just consistently getting stronger as the game gets longer in those areas.
So when you get down 30, how do you kind of balance when you have a game tomorrow night and still let the minor AD have extended minutes?
It's tough. It's tough. That's the toughest position to be in. When the game get away from you, but you also have a lot of time left. You're taking that chance of trying to cut the lead down, which we did. That group of, I think it was D'Lo, Max, Rui, Bron, and Jackson, they really played some good minutes. But the deficit is so huge at that point that you chopping it down, you basically got to play perfect basketball. I think we spotted them like the first 29, 30 minutes. I mean, we made some shots up in between there, but we didn't offer much resistance in terms of stopping them and controlling the ball, keeping the ball out of the paint. The zone helped us a little bit. That helped us dig into the lead, chop down some of that deficit. But at the end of the day, it was you get down 30, you almost have to play perfect basketball to finish out the game.
Darvin, you didn't go back to 80 in the fourth quarter. Was that because of the rhythm that group was in with Jackson at the 5, or was that because of the groin, or combination of both?
It's a combination of both. You find a group that's playing well. I had a couple of timeouts to play with. Wanted to see how far we can dig into the lead, and they made some plays at the end of the tail end of that run that pretty much secured them the win. And then plus, knowing A is dealing with some physical issues, so being really careful and precautionary about putting them out there.
Do we know the plan for LeBron and AD tomorrow?
Not as of yet. We'll find something out, I'm sure, later on tonight, tomorrow morning at the latest.
I imagine you value Jared Vanderbilt for playing with activity and playing with aggression. Obviously, he got tossed early before getting into it. Dylan Brooks. Is that just what you make of it? Does he need to control himself better in that situation?
No, it's hard to control yourself, man. Being competitive is one thing. Dylan Brooks is one of the most competitive players that our league has. Competes at a high level, but whether it's cheap shots or putting players at risk of injury with certain plays, I just watched it again before I came in here. Pushes him on the back, a guy that's in the air, airborne, defenseless, and then Bron's play. Bron goes to the basket, and it's a double move with his arms. One arm, trying to deflect the ball, and it goes back, and then it goes across his face. So maybe Dylan Brooks shouldn't have been in the game either, but it's unfortunate, and I'm a salute and my hat's off to Vando for taking up for his teammate, taking up for himself and his team. So it is what it is.